Okay. So I was at the gas station. And I was sitting outside for... Dang, this kind of sucks, man. It's weird. Like, I'm like, let me just calm down. The energy is high right now. I was going in the gas station. I do this thing sometime where I pull up to a place, I just sit in the car for a minute before I get out. I don't always get out right away. Either I'm just trying to catch a vibe, just peep what's around me or whatever before I get out. So I was sitting there. There was one particular car I was waiting to leave, waiting for them to leave before I got out the car. And then I got out, and as I'm going into the gas station, I saw this lady and her son, or this child that she had with her, walking in the gas station. I saw when they walked in, and then they walked out. And I'm sorry, I'm processing as I'm like really like reliving it. So as I'm walking in, they walking out, and he told her, like, I'm pretty sure that was her son. He's like, when I get older, I'm gonna buy you a car. And they had just walked. It was weird because where they walked from and where they was headed to was two different places or whatever. And this literally just happened, y'all. I'm really processing. Should I go back around? Like, I wonder if she was just walking him somewhere. Maybe that's where the sitter is or something. I almost want to go back around her. I'm about to go back around her. But anyway, they were walking. They was coming out, and he was like, don't worry, I'm gonna buy you a car when I get older. And I was like, I was so drawn to them. Like, yo, I'm like, that's a lot of love right there. And let me put my seatbelt on. I'm like, that's a lot of love right there. And I don't know. Let me see. Maybe she was just dropping him off. She gotta go to work or something. Let me see. I don't know why I feel so drawn to help. But anyway, so they walked out, and I was like, I'm trying to pay for what I'm paying for, and I kept going back to the door, like looking out at from where they was at or whatever. And let me see. Did she walk back? I don't know. I'm gonna go see. And I'm like, I feel so drawn right now. And so y'all gotta forgive me because I'm scattered right now, only because I'm like trying to see. I feel drawn to help, but you know, it's one of those things. So basically what ended up happening, he said that whatever, I'm like, I feel so drawn to them right now. So I get in the car, and I come across basically where they was walking. I was sitting there for a minute, like, should I not? So I so I go that way where they were going. And then I asked her, I'm like, I heard what he said when y'all was leaving. And I'm like, about near had me in tears. And she smiled or whatever. And I was like, y'all good? Y'all need anything? And she was like, no, we're okay. And I'm like, you sure? She was like, yeah. And so I pulled off. And then I was like, what if like, then I pull off or whatever, and I go where I'm going, and I'm like, what if I was supposed to say more? Then what happened was I recognized myself in her a little bit. I recognized myself in her. Cause she's like, no, I know, and I know how I look. Like, you a complete stranger, you asking me if I need anything. Of course, like, I'm gonna probably say no, being strong or whatever. I don't know if she's a single parent or not. I'm not gonna assume that she is, but the vibe kind of gives it a little bit. Even if the father is in the kid's life, that's fine. But it was I don't know. It was just reminding me of me, but I know that I'm a single mom, so I think that probably is where some of that resonated. So I pull off, and I'm like, I could feel like, I know like our ego kicks in, because sometimes people have asked me if I needed stuff and I'm like, no, I'm good, just out of habit of saying no. And I can even feel like a little bit of ego rise, where it was like, what if she was like, what kind of stranger just come up and ask her, what does she think, like, does she think I don't have it or whatever? And it's like, not to say that you don't, but who couldn't use help? I mean, like, who couldn't use like some groceries, like, hey, they giving out some, some vegetables here or there, for the low or for free or whatever. Who would turn that down? Like, honestly, who would really turn it down? Unless you got that much pride. Like, no, everybody looking for some type of help or assistance in some type of way, even if it's just to save the money that you do have, And I felt bad. I'm like, dang, I hope she didn't take it the wrong way, like I think that they poor or something like that. I didn't think that at all. It was just like, I wanted to be generous to them, like, for him to show his mom that type of love like that. And who knows what she's dealing with, because I know as a parent, even if you're not a single parent, it's a lot that goes into raising kids. Like, and you trying to find a balance between work, your own personal time, your children, what they got going on, especially if they into extracurriculars or sports or something like that, and their academics, and you trying to maintain your own space, whether it's with your partner or with yourself. Either way, I think it's still gonna be moments where if you're with somebody or not, you should still take time out for yourself. But I was like, dang, I hope she didn't take it wrong when I said that. But now I was like, no, I had to let it go. I'm like, I had good intentions. I was coming from a really good place. Like, it was just that you feel that type of love, you want to pour. When you feel real love, you just want to pour into it. You just want to pour into it. And kids have that unconditional love where it's like, I don't really care what you do. Like, that's why kids like get, being some of the worst environments and still want to love on their parent. Like, their parent could be doing some of the most worst things, and it's like still a part of them that's like, I still love you. I still am looking for your affection or your attention in some type of way. And then I thought about it. What made me start this video was the fact that I was like, what if I was supposed to fight? Like, what if I was supposed to fight past her ego? Or what if I was supposed to fight past? It's like, did I fight for it? Then I thought about it, like, it's been times where I've really wanted to help, even if it was just like a break or something like that. Like, what if I just really wanted to help? It's been times where I need to help financially. It's been times where I need to help emotionally. It's been times where I just wanted somebody to just, even when I said no, that could see like, hey, this no really means if you want to, I wouldn't fight you not to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't fight you off. But it's like some of us are looking for somebody to like fight for us sometime. And I was like, dang, what if I was supposed to fight? So that's part of why I was going back around there, because I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, a part of me wanted to go back around again. And I am the type where I would go back around. Like, go back around one more time. But I'm gonna let it go. If it's meant for me to help, and it's not even a help, it's just to give. Like, I just feel so much generosity come over me, and it was like, give to them. And it's like, dang, what if I missed my chance because I was so, I just be like, I maybe it's something, it was an experience. I mean, I think we all, when it comes to love, everybody is getting something out of it, whether it's how you thought it was gonna go or not. Because it had me thinking, like, how many times do I just accept no? Do I just take no for an answer? Am I that type of person? Like, I'm like evaluating me right now. Like, do you normally just, when you hear no, do you just let it go? Or do you, I think it depends on the situation. I think it depends on the situation. There are some times where I just feel compelled to be like, let me just ask, or let me just inquire. And then if it's a no for real, I'll take that no. I'm like, dang, what if I was supposed to, or everything could have played how it was supposed to play. She was like, no, we actually are okay, and I'm good. But it was like, I felt so compelled Then it just had me thinking, like, what if she wanted somebody to fight for her? Because who couldn't just use a moment of somebody just giving to them without it being anything to it? Like, just really just like, hey, I got your back, or I'm here for you, whatever. And then it's like, I have to make sure that I'm not, I'm trying to be mindful of people's boundaries too. Like, she could have really, really needed some help, or she could have really just wanted to feel, maybe that was it, like somebody sees her or something. And a complete stranger's like, sis, I see you, you need something? Like, legit. And I felt like, dang, you could have just said, like, like, no, for real, I'm like, I know this is weird. I could have, like, talked through it or whatever. And if she would have still continued to say no, but I just kind of, like, I asked her if she was sure. And she said, yeah. But, yeah, fighting for stuff, like, do I fight enough for what I don't know. I probably gonna have to process that off camera, because I don't want to hold y'all up. But I was like, let me turn this camera on. Like, should I have fought for it? Like, even she had to cuss me out. Like, I would have been okay if she had to cuss me out. I wouldn't have argued with her. Because if somebody trying to help you and you cuss them out, that means you dealing with some like, it's some stuff going on. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna argue with you about that. I could be like, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I just felt compelled to be generous. Like, the old me probably would have been like, well, forget it then. The old me would have been like, I'm trying to help you and you want to argue? Like, who does that? No, I would have just been all love. Like, I'm telling y'all, I was sitting there, I'm like, that little boy, I don't care what spelling bee he in. I don't care what sport he in. Like, I want to be an area. Like, if you don't have nobody, it's like, honey, there's a complete stranger that is rooting for you because you trying to take care of your mama. Boy, I'm with you. Whatever you decide to do. I don't care what science fair project, what invention, I don't care. If you just work your 9 to 5, that boss better give you all the overtime you want. You better get all your bonuses. I don't care. The rest of the staff, or the rest of the employees can be complaining about your bonus, but that boy better get every bonus he's supposed to get. He will not be given a hard time. And I'm just gonna put that right on out there. Let his path be straight and narrow. Okay. Tell me some. I know what I'm doing. He already got the vision. He's like, like, just let me get a little bit taller, a little bit older. He said he had to be like, he might have been like 4 or 5. He was like, don't worry, I'm gonna get you a car when I get older. She didn't say anything to him though. She didn't say nothing. But I was just like, oh, she about to be taken care of. Boy, listen, that's probably why they say that. Like, yeah, you gonna be good, honey, okay? You gonna be good. He ain't playing about you, okay? I know as a parent, sometimes kids be talking to us, and sometimes we be taking in what they say, and sometimes we be in our head, like, gotta figure this out, gotta figure that out. It's a lot. That made me so emotional. Like, wow, I felt that love. I felt that. He meant that. That's all he said when we was leaving out. And it's just the time. I think about the timing of things. My brain like to think about the time. I sat in the car for all that time. It wasn't that long, but it was enough to like let one car leave that I was just like, I don't know. They left and I got out the car, but I seen them walk in. And then I finally ended up going in after that one car left. And then on the way out, he says that comment to her. Like, maybe it was just I don't know, y'all. I think because I'm trying to process it because it literally just happened. But something about that was significant for sure. But I think overall thing is like, I started thinking about, dang, what if it was just for me? If it was just for me, then it's like, make sure you're fighting for what you believe, or make sure you're fighting for what you want to happen. Don't take no for an answer. If it was just for me. But then I was also thinking about, man, this happened so fast. Selfishness. It's like I'm not where I was. I'm not fully where I want to be. But I'm grateful for where I am now. And there's something about my humility. It won't let me forget where I come from either, though. So I think that's why I could still, like, I want to, no. I don't know why, for some reason I'm thinking about the, like when somebody's drowning. And they say their first instinct is to fight off their rescuer. That's so loaded, though. All right, y'all, I'm going to drive by here one more time. I'm hot. This could be this caffeine that I'm drinking, too. I have a, what is this? A caramel craze latte from Dunkin' Donuts. Which way I want to go out of here? I'm just going to go straight back. I'm going to go one more time. I think I'm just vibing high right now. A little higher than normal. I think for the most part, I'm always vibing high. Because people always want to ask me, like, why you seem like you always in a good mood. What happened to you? What happened last night? Like, sleep. What else happened? I don't understand. I'm like, something had to happen? Like, no, baby, this all me, okay? Then there's some days where it's like it's just like, why are you up so high? I don't know. I was just been vibing high. Y'all, is this giving stalker? Because I ain't trying to stalk this woman, but I'm just curious. And plus, we all like in the same neighborhood right now. So I'm like, it ain't like I'm going across town. I'm literally going in like a circle. I'm like, I'm not about to come back outside because this is late. I don't care. This is about to be my last time. Then I'm about to go do what I gotta do. I'm sure I'll be seeing her again. But I'm not about to hound nobody to help them either, because everybody got a responsibility. I had to grow out of that not asking for help phase and stuff like that. I had to grow out of that. And not accepting it. Not accepting the help when it's offered. So, yeah, that took like 30 seconds. I told y'all I am the type I'll go one more time. So maybe it's not about me not fighting. Wow. I don't know. That's all I wanted to share. So maybe it's just something in it for somebody, like, or experience where somebody experienced something like that. Cause yeah, you want to have the happy end. Everybody want the happy end, and like we was able to do this or do that, or we was able to talk to this school about this and sign up for this. Like there was like, oh, we built community. This is the part of the community coming together. This is the behind the scenes that everybody don't see. The little stuff within the community that go down. Looking out for each other, Then it sounds like this where it's like the chance has left. It came and left. What did you do with the opportunity? It's just some stuff is just it starts off unknown and sometimes it remains unknown. You never know. You never know. That could be something that happened and show up later down the line somewhere. You never know. But that's it. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I'm still processing. Maybe after this moment, it's like when you let something go and then it comes back to you very clearly, like, oh, is that what that was? So I just threw out the initial moments and the energy or whatever, but I'm okay either way, because I think I was being told to go over there, and that's the only thing you could do, you know. God send us people all the time to help us. Like, most of the time you asking for something, or you know, it's gonna come, it's more likely than not it's gonna come to a person. Every now and then, you know, it'll be something like a download that you get. Like, you want answers and stuff, yeah, God can give you those. But sometimes if you need confirmation, or you need help, or you need somebody that's like drawn to invest in you in some type of way, like, that's God helping you, answering your prayers. Sometimes the stuff you need, it's like, okay, I got such and such, do this, then you can call them for this. Or, you know, you're gonna meet this person that has connections to this person, and they are so generous, and they believe me, and they follow me, and they try to live the best life that they could live, or the in the right way that they possibly can at that, you know, either at that phase or just who they are. They do right by people, so they're gonna look out for you when I send them your way. But it's always up to us to accept the help. Like, God can be sending you something you've been asking for, and just bring it right to you, and you be like, no, I'm good. It's like, how many people do I have to send your way for you to finally be like, oh, this you? Oh, you sent them? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, y'all. So I'll get with y'all soon.